Park have just announced the replacement for Derren Browns Ghost Train, and today I'm going to be talking about all of the juicy details that's happening at Thorpe Park Depot. So if you go on to like this video or you find it interesting, please do smack that like button, subscribe so you don't miss the ride, and let's talk about Derren Browns Ghost Train's replacement. So yes, Thorpe Park have just announced the name of the brand new Ghost Train experience that's replacing Derren Browns Ghost Train, and it's just going to be called Ghost Train. Yes, imaginative name, I know. When I heard this and I saw the promotional image for it, I was like, is it just going to be a retheme of the Ghost Train? But it looks to go much, much deeper than that. And to kick us off talking about what's going to be happening within this attraction, let's first talk about the description that's on Thorpe Park's website. Say your final farewell. Depart the mortal world on a one-way ticket beyond the veil into darkness on Thorpe Park's newest ride experience, Ghost Train. But watch your tracks, death is always one step ahead. This next generation Ghost Train will take you on a harrowing ride into the realms beneath Thorpe Park Resort to where the supernatural believers call home. Ghost Train is one of the UK's longest ride experiences, featuring live actors and multi-sensory effects to create a terrifying attraction like no other. There's nothing virtual about this petrifying experience, so prepare to meet your maker as you come face to face with horrors that dwell within. So yes, the days of VR in the Thorpe Park Depot are over, and this ride description pretty much confirms it. In fact, on the same ride page, if you scroll down to the FAQ section, there's even a question on there that says, does this ride feature VR? And if you click that option, it says no, there's nothing virtual about this petrifying experience. So that pretty much confirms this is going to be a walkthrough actor-led experience. And if you watch my video on the retheme of Derren Browns Ghost Train before, I pretty much say that this is what I want to happen with the experience, because I didn't really get a working run through with VR. I never got it 100% perfect. There was always either an issue with my headphones or my VR headset, which spoilt the experience for me. So let's talk then about the promotional image that we got alongside this news. So the promotional image we got basically depicts a hooded figure with fiery eyes towering over the Thorpe Park Depot building. And it looks to be some sort of Death Eater type figure, and I really do like the promotional image. I think it looks really good, and the video that they put out on their social media as well with this figure being animated, etc., looks really, really good as well. It really does build up the hype for this attraction. Now, let's talk about the story, because this doesn't give us much in regards to what we can expect with the story for the Ghost Train. So, on their FAQ section, they do actually say that the story is going to change. It's not going to be anything to do with the old story, which in my opinion is really good. I didn't really get the gas-led story that was on the previous attraction, Derren Browns Ghost Train, so to see them revamp the story and see them do something new with this is really, really good. I like how they're not clinging on to the past, etc. Now, I hope it's not something generic in regards to the story, like, oh, you board an underground train and things go slightly wrong, you know, there's demons that come at the train. I hope they go slightly more in depth with this, just so it's a bit more immersive, but we'll have to see when this attraction opens. So before I go, one other thing I wanted to talk about was the removal of all mention of Derren Brown. So it looks like the rumours were true. Derren Brown wanted nothing to do with the previous Derren Browns Ghost Train attraction. They even mentioned this in the FAQ section again on the website. They basically asked, is Derren Brown involved in the project? And Thorpe Park said no. After 7 years, Derren Browns Ghost Train has reached the end of the line and has now departed the island. So yeah, again, Derren Brown wanted nothing to do with this attraction. We pretty much knew this already, and this just confirms it in my opinion. Now, obviously they had to be professional about it. These are professional working relationships we're talking about, particularly with the IP of Derren Browns. But yes, Derren Brown has nothing to do with the brand new Ghost Train at the Thorpe Park Resort. So let me know down in the comments section what you think to the brand new Ghost Train at the Thorpe Park Resort. I'm personally really excited for this. I think it's going to be really good, and I expect Thorpe to do some really good things with this, particularly with it being an original story rather than an IP-led experience. I feel like Thorpe could do some really good things with this, because as I've said in videos before, I'm not necessarily a fan of IPs, so to see them go with something original is really good. But if you have liked the video, please do smack that like button, subscribe so you don't miss the ride. I have been Ryan from iCoaster. Goodbye.